Yo, welcome to the channel. We keeping it sane. Hockey guards, backs, and the hits in the night. We breaking them open, see what's inside. Big money moves, let's take this ride. Big hits on the ice, big hits in the pack. Stacking up the cards, no looking back. Recollections, watch the value rise. Money in the game, see the future in our eyes. Hockey on the ice, cards in my hand. Breaks going down, yeah, that's the plan. Big hits, big stacks, we going all in. Hit that subscribe, let the journey begin. From the wake to the breaks, we bringing the heat. Packs full of fire, no way to defeat. Money in collection, we stack them up right. Welcome to the channel, let's make it ignite. Yeah.
Hello and welcome to Maritime Sports Cards. This is break number 152. And just give me 1 second here. I just got to move something around. All right, great to see everybody. My voice sounds a little off. I was at a concert last night. May or may not have been singing along at the top of my lungs. Got to see Collective Soul and Our Lady Peace. Actually, a really good concert. All right, let me get up the stuff here for our randomizer. We'll get that going while everybody has a chance then to see where they've been assigned and which teams they're going to be matched up with. Before we actually do the randomization, I will mention we didn't sell out tonight. We sold. We were 1 spot shy, so I am absorbing that 1 spot. You're going to see my name on the list of participants tonight, unless there's anybody that is watching right now that would like to have that spot. If so, just let me know in the chat, and we can sort out the payment later. If you don't want the spot, not a problem. I can absorb it. My name will be beside it. So full disclosure, I'll be participating in my own break tonight with 1 spot. All right, put it over to the random screen here. There we go. Yes, was an amazing show. Absolutely. It was unexpectedly good. I mean, I've obviously I grew up in the 90s listening to music. Oh, Dominic Robert says he would take that last spot. Okay, thank you, Dominic. I'll put you down, and we will sort out payment later. Let me just change that real quick. Perfect. All right. Got Dominic's name down there. So I am going to get this thing randomized, and then you guys can see which team you've been assigned. If you want to do any trades, of course, you can do that. As always, we're going to randomize each list 3 times. There's once, twice, and 3 times for the teams. And we got 1, 2, and 3 times for the participants. So go ahead and have a look at that. If you do want to make any trades, now would be the time to do that. The way that works is both parties need to be able to say in chat live here on YouTube that they agree to the trade. So if one person wants to trade Toronto for Boston, then they just both owners of those teams have to agree to it. So I'll leave that up for just a couple minutes while you guys are deciding whether or not you'd like to go ahead with any trades. And yeah, just back to that concert last night. As I said, my voice is a little off today. I was at an Our Lady Peace and Collective Soul concert last night, and you know, I grew up listening to all forms of music, I would say. However, you know, 90s was kind of my jam, and I knew a lot of the songs. I won't say that either of those bands were like my favorite bands growing up or anything. Obviously, you listen to it when it's on the radio and maybe a playlist or whatever, but I was surprised at how many awesome songs there were from both of those bands that I just totally forgot about. So yeah, it was a great concert. Okay, Casey says he got his Flames finally got his Flames, and Seattle's available. Somebody wants to trade for Seattle. Islanders are up for trade if anyone's looking for, and Brian's looking to trade Winnipeg for Toronto. If there's any takers. Oh, Leafs are also up. Leafs are up. Danny, I don't know. You want to make a trade with Brian for Winnipeg, potentially. Yes, Brian. Okay, is that a yes? You will do the trade, and if so, let's just confirm. Okay, so Brian and Danny, can you both confirm you are agreeing to trade Winnipeg for Toronto? So that was the first trade that was proposed. Just want to make sure. Brian says yes. Can I get a yes from Danny, please? Casey's offering Seattle for Buffalo. Okay, we have our first trade then. So Danny and Brian are swapping Winnipeg and Toronto. Let's make a note of that. Okay, any other trades? We got Dominic saying want to trade Islanders for Buffalo. Casey's proposing a Seattle for Buffalo trade. A couple people searching out Buffalo. Leave this up for just a couple more minutes, and then we're going to get right into the break. As always, we do offer some prize giveaways throughout the break. You just got to be watching here live on YouTube. No purchase necessary. And tonight we're going to be offering up some break credits throughout the break. As I said, I was at the concert yesterday. I didn't have a lot of time to prepare my usual giveaways, so I'm going to be lazy and I'm going to give some credits for future breaks. Normally I give away cards or some sort of memorabilia type stuff. Like I said, didn't have time to go through the collection and pull some stuff out yesterday. Been a busy week. And spring, finally here. Looks like this weekend, at least where I live, the temperature is going to be well above zero throughout the day. In the evening, it's still getting down kind of chilly, but it looks like above zero from here on in, which is awesome news. Okay, doesn't look like we got any other trades transforming, so let me take that off. No more trades. I am going to get these things put into a graphic format, and then we're going to get right into tonight's break. So the only trade that I have is Brian and Danny. So let me just get these put into a graphic. It'll just take me a quick second here. And of course, have to make the adjustment as well. Two teams. All right, so let me just find where they are. There's Toronto. We'll change that to Brian. And Winnipeg. Of course, a lot's happened since our last break with the trade deadline that finished up and a suspension. Don't know if you heard. Ekblad suspended for 20 games for substance abuse. Performance enhancing, I think they're calling it. So I'm not sure exactly what they mean by performance enhancing. They haven't got into the details, but nonetheless, suspended 20 games. Sounds like he will be back in time for one of the playoff rounds. I don't know who they're going to be playing, but sounds like he'll be back for a playoff round. And I think he also has to mandatorily enter into the substance abuse program. So I think that's where I got that substance abuse portion. All right, just finished up the graphic here. Took a little bit longer because I had to do the trade. Pardon me on that. There we go. Perfect. All right, let's get this up here. I'll get cracking. Also have a card show coming up on March 22nd here in the Greater Moncton area. If you're in the area, do stop by. It's always nice to see the folks that are in the breaks. Often the ones that are local will stop by and say hello, and that's awesome. I love chatting with you guys. So definitely pop in. Also got a bunch of other card shows coming up. It's kind of that time of year. They are in the scroller there at the bottom of the page. So if you look there, you can see what some of the major shows that are coming up. Of course, the Toronto Sports Card Show, that's the big one. The Expo coming up April 24th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. I don't know if I prefer the spring or the fall one. Curious. I don't know. Have you guys been? And if so, do you prefer the spring or the fall? Of course, the Fall Expo is usually timed right with the release of Series 1 and the start of the season and everything else. It's it's a neat time. The April one heading into the playoffs, so you kind of got both going on. Okay, so I've got the list of teams up there. I will move that up into the upper right hand corner, and let's get cracking on today's break. So what do we got tonight? Tonight we've got a brand new product released yesterday, Skybox EX2000. If you're not familiar with this product, Skybox is essentially a brand that was owned, and I think it was Fleer at the time. And they produced a whole series of these EX2000 cards for basketball. They did it for football. They did it for baseball. They had hockey ready to go, and then Upper Deck purchased Fleer and the Skybox brand. The product got shelved for hockey. Never got released. Although there were EX2000 inserts in many of the products over the years. So you've probably seen some of these EX2000 cards, just not a full set like this. So they've been inserted into some of the sets over the years, the Fleer sets. And they decided that they were going to release this product. They it was the product that never was. They wanted to release it. I've seen very mixed reviews. I'm going to be brutally honest. I've seen a lot of mixed reviews on this. This is going to be a love it or hate it. I think if the price point were better, this product might be a bigger hit. The product itself right now is selling for around $300 to $320 Canadian plus tax. You get 2 cards per pack, 24 packs in a box. So you get 48 cards. Of course, we're paying a little bit of a Bedard tax, but I would have thought on a product like this, they would have went a little bit lower to try to get people into it. And if it took off, then you know what, they got a product for the future. But they went the opposite way, and we'll see what happens with that. So I am very curious to see how we do with this one. The EX2000. We've got 1 box of extended. Of course, we're chasing the Bedard Young Gun canvas. And then 4 boxes of the newly released Series 2. So in there, Celebrini, Michkov, the 2 big rookies that are being chased, along with some other cool inserts. So let's start with a box of 24-25 Series 1. And then we'll go from there. Yeah, it's definitely very pricey. Yeah, Casey, I would have to think this product is going to come way down, especially with some of the reviews that I saw on the EX2000. I think the price is going to have to come down. And I think, and I honestly think that the card shops are going to take a bath on it, because I don't know what they pay for cards. I'm not sure exactly what the markup is, but I think they're going to have to sell those below cost to get rid of them, to be perfectly honest. We'll see. We might hit, a couple banger cards, which would be awesome. But if we get just a regular box with what I've been seeing, definitely not worth the price tag. All right, good luck, everybody. I got Series 2 here on the go. Of course, if you are watching live, do say hello in chat. It's always nice to see who is following along. And if you do enjoy the content, please consider liking the video as well as subscribing to the channel. Okay, so what do we got here? We've got our base cards, same format that you'll see for the flagship. You've got 3 inserts in the middle. There's our first one, L, and it is a program of excellence, which I love these cards. They're gorgeous. A lot of Canadian pride here. Cool note. As I said, I was at a concert last night. Went and saw Our Lady Peace and Collective Soul here in Moncton, and spontaneously, the crowd erupted in the middle of the concert. Spontaneously, the crowd erupted into the singing of O Canada, and it gave me the chills. It was awesome. Might have been the highlight of the concert, to be honest. All right, we got a Yusei Saros there, the Young Guns renewed. We got a Dylan Larkin portrait. So if my voice is a little bit harsh today, that's why. Yeah, Danny, no question the cards are the EX 2000 cards, the ones I've seen as well, have been in pretty rough shape. So I'm hoping that's not the case for us. I am going to be a little bit. Hey, we got a Macklin Celebrini portrait. There we go. First nice hit of the night. Get that sleeved up. Congratulations to whoever's got San Jose, which I don't know. That one, of course, that's going to be a big hit for them if you get the Celebrini Young Gun. And the Sebastian Aho, this is the playlist. I do like the inserts in Series 2 a lot better than I did in Series 1. I was not a fan of the gaming insert. I think maybe if there was just one gaming insert rather than all of them with the same theme, I think I would have enjoyed that more. Okay, we got the On Tour. Boston Bruins in there. Our first Young Gun, Ethan Cardwell. Right team, wrong player. We got an Ooh La La goaltender, Joey Decord. Also nice insert. And, oh, right, we got the On Tour. Rest our base. Oh, we got a numbered card. Got a Sidney Crosby. Wow. Okay, we got a deluxe Sidney Crosby, numbered 38 of 250. Nice hit there for Pittsburgh. Set that down and got our first Dazzler as well, right behind that. I saw some news on Pittsburgh and Crosby. I'm like, man, what do you do? Does he stay there next year and then ride out the season? I don't know. We got our Young Guns renewed, Nick Suzuki. I mean, if I'm Crosby, I get how there'd be some loyalty to the Pittsburgh market. He's been there his entire career. They've been good to him, but he's such a. I mean, they're all competitors. Don't get me wrong. If you're in the NHL, you're a competitor, but he's such a competitor. You got to think that he wants to finish his career with a shot at the cup. And right now, Pittsburgh is one of the worst teams in the NHL, and I don't see them improving in the offseason enough to take a run at a cup next year. I don't know. Do they let him go? And would he want to? That's the other part, right? Maybe they would let him go. Maybe he said, no, I'm not going. All right, we got the Bang for Your Puck, Josh Morrissey in there behind that. We've got Declan Carlisle on a Young Gun and a playlist of Panarin. Didn't put a poll up for tonight, so we'll do a poll right now. What are your thoughts? Does Crosby end his career with the Pittsburgh Penguins? Yes or no? Let me know in the chat. Love to hear your opinion on that. I'm going to say yes, he does. But I think it's the wrong thing to do. Ooh, we got a black and white canvas. Young Gun, Samuel Honzik. The Calgary Flames. And, oh, we got a Macklin Celebrini Speckle portrait. Doubling up on the portraits for Celebrini. One of them being a speckle. Go, got the speckle parallel. Get that sleeved up. Put those side by side. Yep, most of you saying yes, he does end his career in Pittsburgh. No surprises there. Surfcat Jim saying, what if the Nova Scotia connection happened, right? Sidney Crosby, Nathan McKinnon, Brad Marchand, all in Colorado. I don't know. I don't think Marchand's going anywhere after signing with Florida. Can you imagine the playoffs? I mean, I am, as a Leafs fan, I am not happy with what Florida did, because can you imagine that line if they put the line together? I mean, maybe they will in the playoffs. Can you imagine Marchand, Tkachuk, and Bennett on the same line? That'd be terrifying to play against. Okay, we got Josh Doan in behind that. Ponomarev on our Young Gun. And a welcome aboard of Logan Mailloux. I don't know. The insert is, it's pure cheese. Pure cheese. But it's actually growing on me a little bit. I'm not saying I'm going to collect the entire welcome aboard set. But I don't know. The cheese is growing on me a bit. Charlie McAvoy portrait. Got Zuber, Maximilian Zuber, and an Ooh La La of Aiden Hill. So what are we up to? We're up to four Young Guns. Should be 2 left. The black and white canvas Young Gun doesn't count towards our hit number. I did find out that the teammates Young Guns are actually, they do count towards a Young Gun. And I like them. I think that's a nice touch for this year's product. We got Kaprizov here on a canvas, and behind that on tour, the San Jose Sharks. There's Eklund and Zetterlund, and in behind that, Electricity, Kyle Connor. Now, cool fact about these cards, and I didn't notice it until after the case break and I was packing up all the cards to ship them out. The city skyline that you see is the city. So this is Winnipeg skyline. Not that Winnipeg downtown is, anything too fancy, but that's the skyline for the city. So whatever team it is, the skyline actually matches. Kind of cool. Canvas of Comfort, Jake Kensel on the Young Gun Renewed, and a On Tour. If you haven't seen these yet, they're kind of cool. It's like an old school concert poster, and all the road games are on the back. 2 packs left in our first box here of 425 Series 2. Oh, we got an outburst. Not a Young Gun, but we have a silver outburst of Henry Thrun. I saw the Sharks uniform, and then I thought, oh, but I saw it wasn't a Young Gun, so couldn't have been Celebrini. Got Kovalenko in behind on the Young Gun, and an Ooh La La. There we go, of Shesterkin. So that brings us up to 5 Young Guns. Should have 1 more in this last pack if we get the box odds of 6 per box on average. Oh, a McDavid playlist. These are cool. I like these cards. And you see them in person, they have a almost 3-dimensional look to them, even though they're not. Oh, and that looks like a speckle version. Now, does it say? I know they... Oh, there's our Young Gun. Nolan Allen, Chicago. That'll get randomized. The other thing that they've done with this year's 24-25 Series 2 is they've started to put the name of the parallel on the back. So it is a speckled parallel, which is cool. I do like how they're doing that, putting the names on the back. It makes it far less confusing, especially for those that are relatively new to the hobby. It's hard to keep track of what they all are. And that Young Gun will get in our randomizer. Oh, and in behind that, sorry, we had the Electricity of Zach Hyman. Again, there's the Edmonton city skyline. Chicago cards are being randomized tonight. Of course, there's only 31 teams assigned. You'll see that there's an NA beside where Chicago would be on the graphic of teams up in the upper right-hand corner. That's because we are randomizing all the Chicago cards for tonight. Because with a potential Bedard chase in the EX2000 and the canvas and the extended, I still went with the 31 teams. All right, not a bad box there whatsoever. We've got a Crosby Deluxe, which is a super nice hit. 2 Macklin Celebrini portraits, one being the speckle parallel, one being the regular. Nothing wrong there. And then, of course, we got a black and white Young Gun and a Connor McDavid speckled playlist. So the top highlights from that box. Let's do one more, and then we'll open up EX right after this one. We'll do one more of 24-25 Series 1. So if you remember last week, I did put a poll up asking which team would come out of the trade deadline the strongest. And no shocker that the teams that did really well. I don't even know what to think. I mean, this Eastern Conference is just stacked. I mean, if you look at what Florida and Tampa did at the deadline, they did awesome. And then look at the West, Dallas and Colorado. I was very disappointed to see Edmonton not really make any major moves. I thought for sure they were going to go after a goaltender to make them a contender this year. I just don't see Skinner carrying them to a cup final. I just don't. I thought, there's goalies out there that they could have gone after. Maybe they did. Maybe the price was too high. I don't know. you got to think they at least made a run for it. Danny Craig. Anyone happen to have a Gabe Smith card? Interesting. Gabe Smith. All right. If anyone has a Gabe Smith card, you can reach out to me, and I'll pass the messaging on if you happen to be watching this later, and I can pass that on. Anders Lee canvas, Los Angeles Kings, and Jason Robertson. Are you talking about a junior card, Danny? Because he doesn't have an NHL card yet. I don't think. I think you're talking about a junior card, right? Like a CHL card. Okay, we got a portrait there. Bradley Nadeau, and in behind that, our first young gun, Devin Cooley. And welcome aboard. We got Michkov. Oh, we're getting a few of the inserts of the big names. That's always nice to have happen. There we go, Michkov. Welcome aboard. Okay, yeah, CHL card. You know what? I'll take a look because I've got a bunch of CHL cards here in a box. I might have one. I'll take a look myself. And if anyone does have one, please reach out and I will put you in touch with Danny. Of course, the Moncton Wildcats, the #1 team in the CHL. Whoa! Oh, wow. A Daryl Sittler canvas. That's cool. Of course, I'm a big Toronto fan, so that's just awesome. That's a beautiful. I gotta get me one of those. I definitely gotta get one of those for my PC. That's a nice card. Oh, and the Connor McDavid on the Young Gun Renewed. I didn't even see that. I was so focused on Sittler. That's of course the top chase when it comes to the Young Guns Renewed. Currently still going in the $50-ish range, which is good to see. Crosby was up there last year too, so was Ovechkin on the Young Guns Renewed, so that's not surprising. On release day, I think they were like $75. So Brian pulling off the trade there, ends up with his Toronto Maple Leafs favorite team and favorite Leaf. Nice hit for Brian. Oh, we got another deluxe. This one is Dawson Mercer, I think. Pretty sure he's 91, right? Oh, yeah, there we go. Dawson Mercer. Hard to read. That purple on the card with through the camera is hard to read. It is Dawson Mercer, numbered 97 of 250 on the deluxe there. The Dazzler of Vince Dunn. So we're 2 for 2 on the deluxes. That's nice to see. And we got Jordan Kyrou on the Young Guns Renewed. On tour, Tampa Bay. Young Gun is Busey. He's one of the goalies to keep an eye on. We got a Toronto Maple Leaf Nylander, Electricity. And again, see, there's the skyline, there's the CN Tower. He's a goalie I think to keep an eye on for Boston. Playing quite well in the juniors. Kadri Morrissey. Oh, we got a clear-cut Jack Hughes. Nice one to get. And a speckle Dylan Larkin. A nice name on the clear-cut. Welcome aboard, Owen Zellweger. We'll do a giveaway right after this box. Like I said, didn't have a heck of a lot of time to prepare the giveaways for this break, as I had an extremely busy week, so we'll do a break credit. Coming up, oh, there we go. Lane Hudson, Logan Mailloux on the Teammates Young Guns. I like these. I think there's 4 of them. There's definitely San Jose, Philly, Montreal. Help me out. What's the other one? I'm pretty sure there's 4 of them. We got an Ulala of Montembeau. Who am I missing? I'm pretty sure there's 4. That does count as a young gun, by the way. So we've got 3 more young guns to go. Bang for your puck, Evan Bouchard. Ducks. It is Anaheim. Okay. Oh, hey, here we go. We also got a young gun checklist with Celebrini and Michkov. Some people frown on the checklist. Others, they love them. They collect them. I like the checklist personally. You got both top players on them. Typically, both of the top rookies are on the, or at least the top, who they think the top rookies are going to be. Those are the ones that are on the checklist. Oh, and we had an electricity here. Not always does it pan out that way, but clearly it has for these two guys. Canvas of JT Miller. Zach Hyman on the Young Guns Renewed. And Rasmus Dahlin on the Portrait. I do like this one. I've seen this one before. Really cool with the Stanley Cup thing right there in the backdrop. I like the canvas cards. They always do a great job. On a heater with Austin Matthews. And an Ooh La La Chicago card, Mrazek. We're going to put that in the randomizer. End of the break tonight. 2 packs left here in the second box of tonight's break. Electricity. That's a speckle version. St. Louis. There's the Arch. Young Guns, Rucker McGroarty. He's a guy to chase as well. He's in my top 10 list. If you haven't seen that, I did put that up on our Facebook page. The list of all the Young Guns, and then I put who the top, well, I actually graded them all. And so you can see who are in the top groupings. In my opinion, it's just my opinion. Don't use that for any sort of financial advice or investing, but I think McGroarty is going to be a good prospect. Did I choose left, right? No, I didn't do left, right because I don't have any product that is left, right. Oh, we got an outburst. Provorov. A Young Gun, Phil Kemp. And we got Ovi on the electricity. Closing in, of course, on Gretzky. It's going to happen. This season, barring any injuries, it's going to happen. Oh, the checklist. No, that's not a left-right. That'll be randomized between the people that have San Jose and Philly. I have a good question, Doug. So I can't see the. It's kind of small on my screen. Let's see who's got Philly. Philly is looks like Dante, and San Jose is looks like Doug C. So that's you, Doug. So it'll get randomized between you two. That's how that works. The left-right was just for the Series 1 that had the 2 players on the same card. That they just weren't of any serious consequence, the cards. They're just inserts. Great box, though. I mean, we got the Michkov on the welcome aboard. We got the Young Guns checklist. The Lane Hudson, Young Gun teammates. That's a great one. McGroarty, like I said, pretty good. Busey. We got some top Young Guns there. The Connor McDavid, that's a prize. And this Sittler. I'm biased, but, you know, that's an awesome hit. Got a deluxe as well. Good box overall. Pretty solid. All right, let's do our first draw of the night. Go back to this screen. And there we go. Just make sure the draw is working. Should be. All right, so we're going to do a $5 break credit for an upcoming break. All you got to do is exclamation point join to be in on the draw. No purchase necessary. Don't have to be in the break here tonight to win. Just do exclamation point join for your chance to win a $5 break credit for an upcoming break. All right. It gave me a chance for a little bit of water. Needed that. If you're just joining and wondering why I sound a little different today, I was at a concert last night singing my heart out, and voice is a little hoarse today. Let's give that a couple more minutes here on the exclamation point join. I said no purchase necessary. We'll give you a $5 credit towards a future break. Good till the end of this year. Got quite a few people watching. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. If you are enjoying the content, do consider hitting that subscribe button, as well as the thumbs up, the like button. It does help with the algorithms and help promote the channel. Okay, Matt is Michael B. Okay, good to know. All right, give it another 30 seconds here, and then we're going to do the draw. To be honest, I only went to the concert. It was an Our Lady Peace Collective Soul concert, Sean. The only reason I went is my wife, one of her favorite bands is Collective Soul, so I kind of went for moral support and ended up really enjoying myself. It was a great show. All right, no more entries. Our winner is Rock Poirier. Congratulations, Rock. Just make a note of that, Rock. Congratulations on the $5 break credit coming up for a future break. I would say, you know what, was Collective Soul better? Oh, honestly, I think it was pretty even, but both were really, really good. Both did some tribute stuff. Collective Soul did a tribute to AC/DC, did a Dirty Deeds cover, which was awesome, and Our Lady Peace did one for the Tragically Hip, actually crediting the Tragically Hip for them launching their career. Said that they were at a show where they were supposed to get, promoted or whatever, and I guess they were on the brink of essentially quitting and deciding not to pursue fame. And they saw the Hip and went, man, that's a band. Like we gotta do what they're doing, and took off from there. So that was kind of cool. Neat story. All right, here we go, boys and girls. Skybox EX2000, brand new product, just launched yesterday. If you missed the intro, this is a nod back to the 90s when Skybox actually released a set, an EX2000 set for football, basketball, and baseball. They were supposed to do one as well for hockey. It never got off the ground because they got purchased by Upper Deck. And I guess they decided they were going to go ahead and put the full set together and complete the quad. You've probably seen some of the EX2000 cards in some of the sets throughout the years, because there were inserts of EX2000 cards, but never a full set. I gotta say, I've watched a number of breaks with this product, and I've seen some nice cards, and I've seen some dud boxes. I've seen, again, just being brutally honest, I don't know that this product survives. They are really nice cards if they're not damaged. They have a neat look to them. We'll see them in just a moment, but the price point's way too high. It's a strange configuration. There's 2 cards in a pack, which makes it very difficult to not damage the card when you open the pack, because often when you're pulling this open, you're putting a little stress on the corners, and normally, when you've got like a flagship, for example, you've got a bunch of cards protecting your hits, the cards in the center. You don't have that with these cards. So, you know what I'm going to do? Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to run and grab some scissors. I'm going to open all of these with scissors across the top. We'll slide the cards out. It'll make for a much, hopefully, better experience with the corners. But I've seen a lot of the bottoms been chewed up too on some of them. I hope that's not the case for us. I hope we have a great break with this product. I do want to give it a chance. I'm just a little skeptical. So give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to go grab a pair of scissors. Be right back. All right, sorry about that. Of course, when you need scissors, they're not in the drawer where they're supposed to be, are they? All right, here we go. EX 2000. 2 cards per pack, 24 packs in a box. 300 plus. $300 plus. Like I said, I'm going to try to open these with scissors so I can slide them out. Less chance of damaging the corners. There we go. First look. EX 2000. There's our first die cut. So index movers meant to be like the market, stock market. Dylan Cousins. I don't know, how well do these sleeve up? Watch you don't get the... Man, that's not easy to do. Hang on, let me... let me see if I can widen the thing a bit, see if we can get that slid in there. Definitely an odd shape for a die cut. Oh, I think we got it. There we go. So there's our first die cut. Index movers, Dylan Cousins, good name there. And we got a Kucherov. They said they're pretty neat cards. I will give them that. It is a clear cut with a pattern. So if I put it here, you'll see the sky. However, it looks like on some of these, and you're going to see it here on the Kucherov when I take this away, on some of them, I was told because of the intricacy of the die cut, they couldn't remove the solid piece like between the legs. You actually see it here when you're not supposed to, which is interesting. Anyway, there we go. We got a purple Kucherov. This is going to be tedious. I might just rip the packs open. Doing this with scissors is not ideal. But I'm doing it to try to protect the corners because I've seen a lot of them after they're open, the corners are just dinged. And you can see there's a little ding on that one. Rasmus Dahlin on a purple. And in behind, Stardate. This is one of the die cuts, big die cut card in there. Jordan Kyrou. The Stardate 3000. As you can see, very skyboxy, right? I mean, this was one of the original skybox type inserts. Space sort of theme. Do a couple more like this, and then maybe I'll rip a couple, and we'll see if it actually does anything for the corners or not. Hey, we got a Tim Stutzla on a green, and in behind that, oh, it's one of the net ones. Net Assets, Montembeau. That's a pretty cool card. I like that one. Neat insert. And these are cool too, except like I said, see how the right here, like that should have been die cut out so that again you see the sky. So it's a little weird, All right, let's just try opening them normal and see if that has any effect on the corners. I'm going to try to be gentle here. Now, see, look, there's a little ding in that one too. All right, so it's not me, it's not the breakers, it's not people ripping them. Tage Thompson, Buffalo Sabres in behind that. Index mover of Rossi. See if I can get that sleeved up so we don't damage it. Like I said, it's an interesting product. I don't know if it was just meant to be a one and done, or if they plan to continue with this product. I'm not sure. That wasn't made very clear. Trying to get that in there. This one's definitely the most challenging of the die cuts, the index mover. All right, I'll fiddle with that later. Do I send the base? Yes, I will send the base for the EX 2000 cards. Good question, Rock. I'll send all the base cards with this one. Okay, we got a Sorokin, and in behind that, Leo Carlson. Haven't seen a numbered card yet. I believe you get 2 numbered cards per box. Autos, I think, are 1 in every 3 or 4 boxes, so you don't even guarantee an auto. They are on card autos, so that's good. We got Stuart Skinner. Oh, there's our first number. Jeremy Swayman, number 37 of 99. Boston Bruins. And there's an example. Like, look at all the sky, right, that's showing here. I don't think that's meant to be like that. Maybe I'm wrong. Hey, there's our Swayman, first numbered card. At least that's the first one that I've seen. Hang on, let's double check here. So focused on not damaging these, I want to be sure. Didn't miss one. Nope, no numbers, no Chicago either. Hey, Miss Silly. Devin Levi. And I think at the right price point, this could be an okay product. They're sharp looking cards. They're thick, like I want to like them. Keller and Fraser Minton. Where's Minton no longer with the Leafs? Oh. What we got here? We got an Owen Beck auto. An Owen Beck auto. Who's our Montreal fans? There you go. Got an on-card Owen Beck and an actual signature. It's not just a little scrawl with a couple of lines. Owen took some pride. That looks sharp. So we beat the odds. We ended up with an auto, and overall the card looks relatively clean. A little bit of a ding maybe at the bottom here, but overall that's a nice looking card. Here we go. Who's got Montreal? Let's put that back up in the right hand corner here. Congratulations to whoever does. I can't read it. Small, short name. Does that say Ben? Ben P? Kevin Fiala. Got a star date of Mitch Marner. Hey, those are a neat insert. I like the star dates. That's cool. Allmark, Zach Benson. I guess they put them into 2 per pack so they could sell them by the pack at stores because they figured that people are probably not going to buy a full box, which was smart. We got Slavkovsky here. He's on a bit of a heater. He's tearing it up recently, which is good to see. We got another index movers here of Mason McTavish. I'll set that aside, make sure I get that sleeved up as best as I can. So at $300, there's, what did I say? 24 packs. Oh, there's a good draw. Samoskevich. So it's still really pricey by the pack. It's really pricey. And most packs are base. I mean, that would be, ugh. I don't know if I'd even buy a pack at a hobby shop, to be honest. Huberdeau and Pelche doubling up on Calgary. Like, what would that be? My math's off. My head is not where it needs to be tonight. I gotta say, I'm a bit tired as well from the concert last night. 300 times 25, that's $24 a pack, if my math is right. Can you imagine paying 24 bucks for a pack and you get 2 base cards? I don't think I'd be happy about that. Andre Fleury, Marc-Andre Fleury, and another star date. Kaprizov. Get some decent names on the star dates. Nice to see. Oh, we got a Hull or Nothing, which is also some nice odds. Oh, and a McDavid. So, you know, overall, this box has been pretty good so far. There's a Hull or Nothing of Marc-Andre Fleury. And the Hull or Nothing, I don't know the exact odds. 1 in 30 packs, I think. If I recall. It's probably on the box. A nice name to get, especially with him retiring last season in the NHL. Let's say start stocking up on some of his cards if you're looking for a potential investment. You can find some of his rookies and whatnot. I imagine after he retires and hits the Hall of Fame that his cards will definitely spike. Again, I am here for entertainment value, not financial advice. Please don't take my word for it. We get Kurashev. That'll go in the randomizer. Chicago later at the end of the break. And we've got Lavoie. See, that's how they're supposed to look. Like the die cut on that one's pretty clean. And from what I understand, it's because the windows are much bigger. It's on the ones that have the tighter die cuts. They had, I guess, some problems cutting it out. Oh, Surfcat, thanks for correcting me. $12.50 a pack. Even at $12.50 a pack, I don't think I'd do it. Got Draisaitl here. And Matt Savoie. 4 packs left. We should have at least one more numbered card. Kyle Connor. Oh, there's our numbered card. John Beecher. So we ended up with Swayman, which is a relatively... We got 2 Bostons, actually. 2 Bostons on our numbered cards. So congrats to whoever has Boston. They doubled up. And Beecher's proven to be, so far, pretty good. Got to go back through here, too, because I think some of those cards might have been essential credential cards, perhaps. And I missed it. So this one, yeah, let me just show you these cards here. The base. Unless no, I think those are all base. So you got credentials, and then this numbered one is in essential credentials. That shows on camera. There you go. Essential credentials. We got a Matthew Nyes. Yeah, see, look at. There's damage on there. There's damage on the bottom. The quality control on this product has not been strong from what I've been seeing. And I've been watching a few other breaks and channels that I watch that open cards. Oh, we got a reverberation insert. There's Askarov. And who's our reverb? Oh, it's McDavid. So, hey, if we're going to get the die cuts, we're going to get the inserts. We're getting some really strong names. Overall, from what I've seen, this is a really strong box. I mean, obviously, there's no Connor Bedard auto in it, but outside of that, I mean, it's a pretty strong box. We got Cider and another star date here of Tage Thompson. Well, that, folks, was EX2000. Curious to get your thoughts. Let me know in chat. What do you think of the product? Is this a product you would buy? Would you buy it for yourself? Pretty sure I know the answer, but I am curious. All right, let's get into another 24-25. Like I said, for that box, I'd say it was really strong. You know, obviously a Bedard auto would have made it stronger, or maybe a Bedard insert of some kind. But overall, we did really well with the names we pulled and the auto, even the 2 numbered cards. You know, decent name for Swayman if he ever picks it back up, which I think he will. You know, I think he's going to be one of the elite goaltenders in the league at some point, I think. Definitely not worth $300 a box. That's why, you know what, sometimes products like this, they're great for this exact, you know, for this reason, right? You get in on a break, you get to see it, get a couple cards, get a taste for whether you like them or not, rather than investing in the box itself and finding out you don't like it and you spent $300 plus on it. Rock Poirier saying that whoever has Montreal, if they want to sell that Owen Beck card, he would be open. Morgan Riley on a canvas, on a heater, Kucherov, and ooh la la, there he is again, Jeremy Swayman. Rock, I will keep an eye out as well. I do have everyone's contact information. So I think that says Ben P. I don't recognize that name. It must be a first-time breaker with us. I can certainly send them a message as well, Rock, and let them know that you're interested. Hey, we got a upper deck canvas young gun color of Hanzik, and if I remember correctly, isn't that who we had the black and white in the first box? Mitch Marner on the Young Guns Renewed, another nice name there. And in behind that, a portrait of Zach Dean. I am thoroughly enjoying the Young Guns Renewed inserts. Definitely the best inserts, in my opinion, probably in the last decade. Tour date. And we got Cardwell, Ethan Cardwell, first young gun in behind that. Electricity, Sharks, Eklund. So we experimented with EX 2000. I promise it will not be in any future breaks. A bang for your puck, JT Miller. We got a Kapanen, another guy in my top 10 for young guns to keep an eye on in this product in terms of hobby value. Actually, that's not true. If I manage to get, a box for, $50, I don't know, I might open another box. I wouldn't do it at 300 though. I'd be curious to see what happens in terms of the secondary value of these cards, on the market, especially if you got one that's in really great shape. Like, can you imagine you get a Bedard auto and it's all dinged up, right? What does, I mean, I don't know what's the value of it if it's not. It's going to be very rare to get a clean quality card out of that product, I think. There's the fluorescence, which I am really digging. I like the fluorescence cards this year. I love how they put the number on it. I think they really upped this insert this year with the design. Josh Morrissey on the bag for your puck, and an ooh la la, Philip Grubauer. We'll do another giveaway right after this box, so stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Got to be watching live in order to win. Hey, we got a pink Dazzler, which is the rare color, and it's Ovi. And then behind that, we have a blue Dazzler of Josh Doan. Great name to get on the Dazzler. And the Young Guns Renewed of Stützle. Ottawa making a push. Ottawa making a push. Pretty sure they're going to be in the playoffs this year. But man, coming out of the East is going to be tough. Hate that my team is in that conference. Got Leon Draisaitl on the portrait and Helen. And a welcome aboard of Celebrini. Sweet, hitting the nice inserts. We've got that'll be our third Celebrini insert. We got one Mitchkoff last box, so doing good on that. On tour, Calgary Flames. Another Zuber, not doubling up on Zuber. We had him in another box. We got PD, who scored a goal. PD scored a goal the other night. Newsflash. He's got to be one of the biggest busts so far that I can recall in the NHL for dollars paid and production. Doesn't mean he's not going to turn it around. I don't know. I'm not even sure they're going to make the playoffs the way that things are going, although they had a huge win over Calgary the other night, which Calgary couldn't afford. Got Patrick Kane on the canvas. DeBrincat, that's Chicago. We'll set that aside on the randomizer. Bang for your puck. I don't know if Pettersson bounces back next season. He's got lots of talent. I think it's all in his head. Got some mental block of some kind going on. Paterka there on the canvas. On tour, St. Louis Blues. And the Ooh La La of Dustin Wolf, talking about somebody who's absolutely skyrocketing. That guy. Digging his play style too. He's exciting to watch. Oh, got an outburst coming. Not a young gun though. Outburst of. Admittedly, I don't know who that is. Jackson Blake on our young gun and Nick Suzuki on our playlist. I'll find out more about our outburst. In the league since 2019. Not familiar. Shame on me. A playlist there of Nathan McKinnon, Callum Ritchie, another guy that's in a top grouping. Cale Makar on the playlist. That'll do it for our third box of Series 2. Do a giveaway. That was a decent box. Got our Celebrini insert. I like the pink dazzler. That's cool. All right, let's do another. We'll do another $5 break giveaway. Just give me 1 sec here. Got to reset the draw. Okay, so just got to do exclamation point join. Again, this will be for a $5 break credit towards a future break. Can be used anytime up until the end of this year. No purchase necessary. Just got to be watching here live on YouTube. I do see quite a few of you watching. I do appreciate the support. Thank you for that. If you're enjoying the content, please consider subscribing and hitting that like button. It does help out the channel. So exclamation point join. Oh, good to hear he's a fourth line center. That's probably why I haven't heard of him. Again, no purchase necessary. Normally I do give cards or some sort of other memorabilia away during the giveaways. I didn't do that tonight. Quite simply, didn't have enough time to put something together and look through all my stuff to come with something that would be worthwhile. I'll make that up for next week. I'll have some definite cards for giveaway. Give that about another 15 seconds or so. Then we're going to open up an extended. Haven't opened extended in quite a while. All right, no more entries. Our winner is Surf Cat Jim. Congratulations, Jim. Remind me, Jim, what's your name? I know it's not Surf Cat. Just gotta make sure I'm giving it to the right person. All right, into our box of extended here. James D. Okay, perfect. I'll make sure to get in touch with you. I'll email you. All right, extended. Big chase here, of course, is the Bedard Young Gun Canvas. That's what we're hoping for. And then we got one more box of 24-25 after this one. Silver Skates of Ovi. Seeing Red of Gensel. And a Draft Day of Coronado. course, in extended, you can get 3. Typically, you get 3 draft days and 3 young guns. But sometimes it's 4 and 2, but you get a combination of 6. Silver Skates of Matthews. And Seeing Red, there's PD again. And in behind that, Heineman on our first young gun of the night. This product. A black diamond, triple black diamond, Kyle Connor. We got a Johnny Gaudreau throwback. That's a cool card. Canvas there of Zadorov. What are the odds Upper Deck does some sort of a tribute card of some sort for Gaudreau in next year's sets? I'm betting we see it. We got Jackson Lacombe on our UD3, Dazzler of DeBrincat, and Hildeby on our young gun. We got here Matthew Nyes on a UD3. Hall of You, Jake Ottinger and Edmondson on our second draft day card. And next year, I would think too, there'll be some sort of Ovi cards. Like I said, assuming he breaks the record this year, which I think, barring an injury, I think he's going to do it. I think there'll be something in next year's sets. LaFerriere. Got a Young Guns. This is a retro. At Chicago, we'll set that aside. We got Jack Hughes on a canvas card and oh, that's a base. Mitch Marner base. I saw the All-Star jersey, threw me off. Got a Seeing Red. These ones are my. I prefer these ones over the regular ones. If you look at, there's the regular, and there's the silver. I like the parallel much better. You can see the lines. It's a much cooler looking card. Oh, there's another one right in behind it. Oh, and it's an Espo. I got a legend. Oh, we got Connor Bedard portrait rookie card. There we go. We ended up with a Bedard tonight so far. That's the Beehive. Pardon me, Beehive, not portrait. Askarov there on the UD3. Seeing Red, a Svechnikov, and a retro Young Gun disposal. So I was watching the Hockey Card Gong Show podcast the other day. If you don't follow the Hockey Card Gong Show, I'd highly recommend it. They've got a channel on YouTube. It's definitely better to watch it on YouTube than to listen to it because they have a lot of visuals. So it's kind of odd for a podcast. But they're basically a bunch of guys who just have a passion for collecting hockey cards, and they talk about it. And it's interesting. They did a poll the other day asking, is Connor Bedard overrated or underrated? And it actually came in overrated. And I'm like, that's a little too soon, I think, to be saying that. The guy's still a point-a-game guy on a really terrible team. In fact, Nathan McKinnon, after hitting his 1,000th point, was commenting on Connor Bedard, saying that he wished he was a point-a guy at the age of 19. So keep an eye still on Bedard. The jury's not out on this guy. All right, Leo Carlson, Silver Skates. We got Pavel on the Young Guns and PLD on the canvas. I think people were much too quick to chuck Bedard to the side. I do think Celebrini is probably a better overall player, like a 200-foot game. But Bedard may have more talent, offensive talent. And I think we're going to see it. You know, if he gets some decent players surrounding him, I think we're going to see it. Oh, we got Pretz and Kerensky. So we ended up getting 4 Young Guns, which does beat the box odds of usually 3. It's usually 3 draft day, 3 Young Guns. So we'll take that. 2 packs left in extended. Oh, we got an outburst of Gabe Velarde. Petey on the Beehive, and we got a black and white of Zadorov. Last pack of extended. I got a Special Forces. That one's a relatively rare insert for extended, and Zegras. That's a clear cut. And behind that, a Poitras Hollow View and Matty Beniers on the Beehive. No Connor Bedard Young Gun canvas. Still searching. Still have 6. I still have 6 boxes left from this case. So I'm hoping it's in one of those boxes. Not guaranteed a Young Gun canvas, I don't think, in a case. I don't think there's a guarantee for that. Odds are strong, but I don't think there's a guarantee. We did get his Beehive rookie card, though. Set that aside for the randomizer. And into our last box for tonight, 24-25 Series 2. Searching for that Celebrini or Michkov Young Gun. Last week we opened up a full case, ended up with a Celebrini, a Michkov, and a Michkov Outburst, which was really cool. And if you weren't watching last week, did find out some interesting news. In fact, I got this information from watching the Hockey Card Gong Show podcast. Not sponsored, by the way, just I think it's a good channel, so I'm helping to promote them. They actually did an interview with a guy from Upper Deck, and he confirmed that there are no case hits in Flagship. It is a myth. There are no case hits. So when you hear somebody saying, oh, I got the case hit, no, like that Special Forces card, someone might say, oh, that was a case hit card. No, it's not. They build these by the box. So you got a box hit, and you ended up with something that had really low odds of achieving, but it has nothing to do with the fact that it's in a case. It's all based on the box for Flagship. There are products where there are case hits, but Flagship is not one of them. All right, we got a Speckle Electricity for Eklund. Yeah, doubling up on the Lane Hudson, Logan Mailloux teammates Young Guns. That's pretty sweet. Whoever was that? Ben, yeah, doubling up. We had one of those in a earlier box. Go on Ooh La La of Bennington. Absolute legend in the Four Nations face-off. That's kind of all died down now. People aren't really talking about it as much anymore. Olympics coming up next year. Oh, we got a canvas here of Vince Dunn. Hey, Jack Hughes on the Young Guns renewed. Another nice name to get. Portrait of Brendan Brisson. Surfcat's asking, what is the actual location? I believe the address is 84 Broadway Street in Moncton. It is in the Knights of Columbus building. So it's a 2-level building. And I'm going to say there's probably about 75-ish, maybe 80 vendors. Somewhere in that range. What? We got a Fanimation. So again, somebody would say, oh, that's a case hit. No, it's not a case hit. We just got really lucky in this box. A Fanimation of Robert Thomas from St. Louis. That's the very first Fanimation card I've ever pulled out of a box personally. If you've not seen one of these, if you go on the back here, it's got, just a little bit of a picture, but this is somebody's fan art made into a card. Okay, we got a Kent Johnson here on the Dazzler, and we got a Taro Vinen on the Young Gun Renewed. That'll go into a randomizer as well. We got quite a few Chicago cards tonight hitting the randomizer at the end of the break. Canvas, Jamie Benn. On Tour, the Oilers. And hey, we got another playlist for McDavid. This one is the regular. We pulled the speckle version earlier. 2 McDavid playlists. Yeah, as far as a smaller regional type show, I would say it's actually a really good quality one to attend. Toronto Maple Leafs. Matt Steinberg on and a Will Smith. There we go. Doesn't have a Young Gun yet. That should be coming out in extended, but here we have his insert on the welcome aboard. I am hearing rumors as well. Hearing rumors of a major card show starting up in Moncton at the Coliseum. So the Coliseum has 2 giant rooms. Giant rooms. I mean, it would rival, if this goes through, it would rival some of the big card shows across Canada in terms of the size, the number of vendors, potential vendors. I'm hoping that comes through. I'm hearing rumblings. I've heard a few people talking about getting in on it. Nick Suzuki on the portrait. Got Prish Popov on the Young Guns, and in behind that, Jared McCann on the Electricity. Might be as soon as well, like this card show I'm talking about, might be as soon as fall of 2026. All right, Devils on the On Tour, and our Young Gun, Connor Geeky, one of the chases that people are after. Behind Michkov and Celebrini, of course. But top name Young Gun. Another playlist of McKinnon. I think we got one of his before as well. Michael Bunting on the canvas. Bang for your puck, John Carlson, and an Ooh La La of Lindgren. Down to 4 packs left in this box. Not sure my voice is going to hold up much longer, so that's good. A silver outburst of Leon Draisaitl. Big name on the outburst. We got Andre Lee for our Young Gun. And we got Electricity, Robert Thomas, St. Louis. A clear cut of Shesterkin. Again, got some big names on the inserts tonight. Bang for your puck, Austin Matthews. Vazzy on the Ooh La La. 2 packs left. Come on, Michkov or Celebrini. Canvas of Braden Point. Got a renewed of Braden Point. And on a heater of Lucas Raymond. Last pack. Good luck, everyone. Last pack. Oh, it's a Will Smith. Will Smith on the portrait. Good name there. Nothing wrong with that. And behind that, Jackson Blake And a welcome aboard to Jess McBratt. Decent pack there at the end. Jackson Blake. And we got Will Smith on our portrait. I got Will Smith on the onboard as well. San Jose made out pretty good tonight despite not getting a Celebrini Young Gun. Ended up with some nice Celebrini inserts. We did get one insert for Michkov tonight. No Young Guns of either. Still got a few boxes left in this case, so sorry, bang the camera there. In this case, so definitely got some potential coming up for those. Let me just get these aside. We'll set up our Chicago cards for our randomizer. Liking the Fanimation, that's cool. Like I said, never hit one of those personally in a box that I've opened. Alright, so we got the Beehive rookie. Kirschau, just trying to figure out how I'm going to put these in order. I guess we'll put Nolan Allen. We'll put the Teravainen, Devrincat. And what else do we have? We got Korchinski, Kirashov. Maybe we'll put the EX. Let's give that some love. We'll put that over there. Put it like that. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards in a randomizer tonight. The way that works, can you see the Beehive there? It's a little off. Yeah, I think you can. So the way this works, we're just going to go back to the list of participants that we used to start the break with, and I'll hit the randomize button one more time. That'll let us know who's getting which of the cards. So whoever's in the first position will get the Connor Bedard, a Beehive rookie, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th, with the Ooh La La finishing out. So let's go back to the randomizer, determine who is. Oh, and I have to randomize the San Jose card too. San Jose Philly card. Let's do that first, then I don't forget. All right, let's go back to our randomizer. Oh, sorry, the screen went black there. 1 second. Just gotta get the. There we go. So here's our list of participants. I am gonna do the. I'll do the San Jose Philly randomizer here. I'll just randomize this one time. Whoever's on the top is gonna walk away with that Young Gun checklist that we had with the Philly and San Jose on the card. So one time on the randomizer for that one. Going to Philly. So whoever had Philly is going to get that one. And then this one, I'm just going to randomize this list once more. So you're going to see it says randomize 3 times because we used this at the beginning. I'll do it once more. And whoever's in that top position gets the Bedard. And then we'll work our way down through the rest. Good luck. Here we go. So we have Robin S. in position number 1. He's getting the Connor Bedard Beehive rookie. Brian P. going home with the Nolan Allen Young Gun. We have Jeremy H. going home with the Teravainen Young Gun renewed. Josh D. in position 4 is getting the Alex DeBrincat Young Gun renewed. Then we have Dante B. with the EX2000 Kurashev card. And we have a Korchinski going out to Ben P. and KCG, rounding us out in position number 7 with the Ooh La La of Mrazek. All right, what is going on next week? Next week is actually, I'm super excited. I hope you are too. We have got brand new Premier releasing, 23-24 Premier. It's one of my favorite products. I think personally it rivals the Cup. And I know the Cup is the top. It's the big dog. But for the price point, I think Premier is just as good. It's an awesome product. And this is a 23-24, so we of course have Bedard potential. There is a Bedard tax on this product. I think I've seen it at around $450 to $475 a box, if I'm not mistaken. Like off the top of my head, I think that's roughly where it's at. That's about $100 and something more than last year's Premier cards. However, like I said, awesome product. Looking forward to that. So we're gonna have that. We're gonna have some more Series 2. Hunt continues for that Celebrini and Michkov Young Gun. We have Series 1. We're bringing in Artifacts, this year's Artifacts, and a little bit of throwback, 22-23 Ice. So hopefully we'll see you during our break next week. Spots are on sale until Sunday. So as usual, I put them up on the site now. They'll be on sale at $5 off a spot. up until Sunday. And then after Sunday, they'll go up to the regular price of $50 a spot. Or if you buy 3 or more, they'll still be $45. So if you buy in bulk after that, you still get the $45 deal, which is super cool. So like I said, I hope I'll see you next week. Thank you all very much for supporting the channel. I appreciate you all. Good night.
Welcome to the channel, we keeping it tight. Hockey guards, backs, and the hits in the night. We breaking them open, see what's inside. Big money moves, let's take this ride. Big hits on the ice, big hits in the pack. Stacking up the cards, no looking back. Recollections, watch the value rise. Money in the game, see the future in our eyes. Hockey on the ice, cards in my hand. Breaks throwing down, yeah, that's the plan. Big hits, big stacks, we going all in. Hit that subscribe, let the journey begin. From the rake to the breaks, we bringing the heat. Packs full of fire, no way to defeat. Money in collection, we stack them up right. Welcome to the channel, let's make it ignite.